Is that cross necklace just for show? The host's words hung in the air, dripping with disdain. But Karoline Leavitt, the youngest White House press secretary in history, didn't flinch. Instead, she took a deep breath and prepared to respond. What happened next left the studio audience in awe and viewers at home reaching for their phones to share her words. In the next few minutes, we'll break down Karoline's powerful response, exploring how this young leader turned a moment of mockery into a testament of faith that's inspiring millions. The studio lights cast an unforgiving glare, illuminating every detail of Karoline Leavitt's appearance. Her cross necklace, a simple yet powerful symbol, seemed to catch the light, drawing attention to itself like a beacon. In the harsh world of political discourse, where every gesture and accessory is scrutinized, Leavitt's necklace became more than just a personal statement of faith. It transformed into a lightning rod for controversy, a focal point for those eager to challenge the intersection of religion and politics. The atmosphere in the studio crackled with tension as the host's eyes narrowed, fixating on the delicate cross that adorned Leavitt's neck. With calculated precision, the interviewer launched their attack, their words dripping with condescension. Is that cross necklace just for show? The question hung in the air, heavy with implication and judgment. It was more than a simple inquiry. It was a challenge to Leavitt's authenticity, a thinly veiled attempt to undermine her credibility and faith in one fell swoop. As the words left the host's lips, a collective intake of breath rippled through the audience. The studio fell silent, save for the soft hum of equipment and the barely audible rustle of clothing as people shifted uncomfortably in their seats. All eyes were on Leavitt, waiting to see how she would respond to this blatant provocation. The moment stretched, elastic with possibility and fraught with potential consequences. In that charged silence, the weight of history seemed to press down upon Leavitt's shoulders. The cross around her neck was not just a personal accessory, but a symbol that carried centuries of meaning and controversy. Throughout American political history, religious symbols have been both embraced and scrutinized, from John F. Kennedy's Catholicism to Barack Obama's Christian faith. Each era brought its own challenges and debates about the role of faith in public life, and now Leavitt found herself at the center of this ongoing struggle. As the seconds ticked by, Leavitt took a deep breath, her fingers unconsciously brushing against the cross at her throat. The studio lights seemed to intensify, casting stark shadows across her face as she composed herself. In that moment, she stood not just as an individual under attack, but as a representative of countless others who had faced similar challenges to their faith and integrity. When Leavitt finally spoke, her voice was steady and clear, cutting through the tension like a blade. "This cross," she began, her words measured and deliberate, "is not a prop or a political statement. It's a deeply personal symbol of my faith, one that guides my actions and decisions every day." Her response, though brief, carried a weight of conviction that seemed to fill the studio. The studio fell silent, every eye fixed on Karoline Leavitt. In that moment, her years of experience in high-stakes communications crystallized. The weight of millions of viewers' scrutiny pressed upon her, but Leavitt's resolve remained unshaken. Her response would not only define this interview, but potentially reshape the narrative around faith in politics. Leavitt's words flowed with a practiced eloquence, each syllable carefully chosen. Her voice, steady and clear, carried the weight of personal conviction. As she spoke, her body language mirrored her words, open, confident, and unapologetic. This wasn't just a defense, it was a declaration of principles. The host's expression shifted from skepticism to intrigue. The studio audience, previously restless with anticipation, now leaned forward, captivated by Leavitt's unexpected poise. Her ability to articulate her position with such clarity in this pressure cooker environment spoke volumes about her preparation and authenticity. As Leavitt continued, she wove her personal journey into her defense. She spoke of being the first in her immediate family to earn a college degree, a testament to her determination and the values instilled in her. Her experiences as a press secretary and spokesperson had honed her skills, but it was her deep-rooted faith that truly guided her actions and decisions. The implications of this moment reached far beyond the studio walls. Leavitt's response was becoming a touchstone for a broader conversation about the role of personal beliefs in public service. Her words challenged the notion that faith and politics must remain separate spheres, instead suggesting that one could inform and strengthen the other. With each passing second, the impact of Leavitt's words grew. She wasn't just defending her necklace, she was articulating a philosophy of public service rooted in personal conviction. The atmosphere in the studio transformed, charged now with a palpable sense of respect and contemplation. As Leavitt's response reached its crescendo, something unexpected happened. The host's demeanour softened, their earlier mockery replaced by genuine curiosity. This wasn't just a political point scored. It was a human moment of connection and understanding. Leavitt had turned a potential ambush into a platform for meaningful dialogue. Karoline Leavitt's poised response to mockery didn't just silence her critic. It ignited a national conversation. Her unwavering faith, once a target for ridicule, became a beacon of authenticity in the political landscape. As the dust settled, Americans found themselves reassessing the role of personal beliefs in public service. The ripples of Leavitt's grace extended far beyond that studio, challenging the notion that faith and politics must remain separate. Her moment of vulnerability, met with strength, resonated with voters who increasingly value genuine conviction in their representatives. It sparked discussions in living rooms and boardrooms alike, prompting many to reconsider their own stance on religious expression in the public sphere. As we reflect on this transformative exchange, we're left to ponder, in a world that often demands conformity, how can we foster a political environment that honours personal conviction while serving a diverse populace?